All right, so we've got the leaked kits. Now we're obviously gonna talk about them, but gotta realize we gotta take it a bit with a grain of salt, right? Of course, these could always change, and they will change. Except for this time, we do have the colors at least, so we get to talk about it with that context in mind. So we've got Guldri and VETTO. I'm actually pretty hyped for Guldri. VETTO, I mean, he's cool, but like Guldri is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. And these are two very good picks because we don't have any green SSR supporters. And as for tanks, Rades serves more to not him for himself not to tank, but for basically what he does for the whole team in terms of giving the barrier, right? Increasing everyone's defense, and then he taunts. But the taunt is more useful in terms of stopping buffs from being put out. So, like example, Noelle AoEs. Then that means when she attacks, there's a chance for Rades to taunt, and that's basically how it works. So he's pretty good, but he himself is not going to be tanking as well as maybe Mars or like Asta, right? Because of the fact that you're not building him with defense, right? Now they're both going to be very good for those reasons. We're going to talk about their kits. Now I do want to say not many people are overall excited, so just as a little thing, people are just like kind of doom posting now, which to me makes sense. I mean, Guldri is not the hype, but we already knew this since the beginning of the season anyway. And then Despair VETTO, I mean, he's cool, but like we already got a VETTO, and it's another tank, so it's like kind of like getting a bit redundant in that point. Now Yami, Yami was Yami, right? You could do whatever you want with the Yami, and it would make sense. But like if it's two DPSs, it's fine. But two tanks of the same character is like, oof. It is oof, right? So let's just talk about it, or like go over the animations. This is Guldri's. Which I think look amazing, by the way. And then this is VETTO's. Which his look very good. Like I was memeing a bit with Guldri, but VETTO's look very good. This screenshot in itself is thumbnail worthy without having to do anything. So let's get on the kits. And let's start. So we've got Guldri. He is a supporter, green supporter, right? So it's gonna be very important that he is good. I think he more so than VETTO because we already have a green SSR tank, but there's not much green supporters that are at least good, right? In my eyes, at least. But let's talk about it. So Guldri grants defense level probably 2, so like 140% defense, I'm gonna guess, to the ally with the lowest HP, which to me this is pretty good. It's nothing crazy, but I feel like they could probably change this around and give him a bit more. Now for skill 2, grants a designated ally self X% of max HP as a barrier. Grants a designated ally and self X% of max HP a barrier. So 2 of 4 people get a barrier based off HP. Then they get one person gets protection, and then one person gets all attack. So like the person you're choosing is going to be getting the barrier, it's going to be getting protection and all attack increase, which to me, if you put this on like I feel like it would be very good for Julius. Obviously I think Julius is going to profit off of this, especially because you have 2 lies. But whoever you don't put, like if you're running with Noelle, right, it sucks out, but she's still gonna be meta, guys. She's still there. So anyway, if you're running with Noelle, you're gonna probably put like the person you choose to get the shield, the DPS you choose to get the shield, then you're gonna like the opposite person is gonna get this, right? So one person gets the counter, one person gets the barrier with all attack increase. Or you could also add it on to the person with counter so they do more damage and also tank a lot better. Now, depending on how much of the barrier is, this could end up being very good. But for right now, it's kind of hard to tell, right? It is a bit hard to tell, but we could imagine that it's going to be good. I mean, hopefully it depends like what his HP is for like just to even like start, right? Now, anyway, let's continue on. The alt gives everyone fortify. Let me double check this time because last time I fumbled and said Kyoto gave himself fortify, but I'm pretty sure fortify, okay, that is damage reduction. So everyone gets damage reduction, and one person with the lowest HP gets invulnerability. And let me listen. We gotta search it up. Invulnerability. Incapable of being wounded, injured, or harmed. No one, you're not taking damage. That's basically what it's saying. You are not taking any damage, which could be crazy, bro. Absolutely insane. I think honestly he's gonna work well with like any type of tank. I'm just like, damn, this is really good. Or you put this on a DPS, Or actually, you can't choose, but like whoever has the lowest HP, they get this. It's pretty good. Even just the fortify is nice, but getting it with invulnerability, I think is my favorite version of this alt. So like what I mean is that William gives it with a counterattack, Ghost just gives the fortify, and now he gives it with invulnerability. This could be insane. Now he gets extra max HP, which is decent, and then he gets reduced damage taken when HP is at max, which is the shittiest thing ever. So like you don't want to dupe him out, so that's good. It's always good when you don't need to dupe him out if their base kit is good, obviously. Now, if we go down, Grimoire skill, if an active barrier is present, attacks after granting X% increased damage dealt, inflicts reduced HP recovery on an enemy for X turns. This is pathetic. You're not going to be running this. Now, why I'm saying this is that why are you making him do more damage? Tell me. Also, I want to say, I mean, it could be different, but these two should not be attacking skills, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Anyway. When buff expires, grant X% of max HP as HP recovery. Yeah, no, you're not going to run this. Probably for HP, is there any good tanking one? That I think Seke's. Yeah, so you're going to probably run Seke's since it does give the max HP and increased defense. Except for that, there's not, like, you could run, what's it called? Oh, wait, no. Sorry, they're a supporter. I'm wrong. Anyway, there's not really many. You could run Sally's, I guess, for the all attack, or you could run one of the speed units ones, right? That's how I could see it. There's not really many that give like an HP just outright. So I don't think you're gonna be like, unless you're a supporter or a defender. So I don't think you're gonna be running like the HP one or like anything that gives you extra HP, which kind of sucks that he is a defender because you can't give him more HP from skill pages. But yeah, you're probably gonna run either Sally's, Funerals, which gives increased stamina on skill 2, and then Voltos's, which gives the stamina on ultimate. So yeah, overall, he's looking decent, I think, as a supporter. I do like him. I mean, hey, he's good enough for now. We'll have to see how the invulnerability plays out and how much this barrier is. But overall, 2 people barrier is not the craziest. If his speed is high though, like immediately amazing because you could give the all attack. You could basically make it, okay, how I would play it out if he has high speed is you use this on like Noelle, okay? So you don't have to use the shield on her. She gets the protection, which I would like to say that makes it so that you block all attacks. Okay, blessing of protection, it's probably the total defense, but we'll have to see. If it's something else, if it's a new skill, then that's good. But yeah, so I think you're gonna probably give this to like Noelle, right? Then she could ult because she'll be safe and she doesn't need a shield. Then your other unit should be fine. I think that this is gonna let you play a lot more offensively because you also give the all attack and then they're protected, so that's good. But I don't like his Grimoire skill, and it's good that you don't need it, so it's always a good thing, right? Now Vetto, I need him to be a tank, and I'm pretty sure from what I read he is more of a tank than the other Vetto. Now this it did lead, it caught me off guard, right? So grants up to X% increased damage dealt in proportion to reduced HP. I'm guessing that like if you're at like 10% HP, then you have much more damage dealt. So it depends on your HP. Now skill 2 grants body enhancement, which I believe is a new skill. Grants X% of max HP as HP recovery, which is actually insane. I think this is very nice. And then gets fortify for himself. That's good. Now his ult is what's very intriguing and might be insane, depending. Now you got to realize every single tank to date has had 7 speed, but do we know his passive? We don't know his own passive, so that does suck. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Anyway, the way they did it with Radis is he had 100 base speed, but he got 7 from his passive, which helped him out so much and making him just insane. But no other tank has more than 100 speed, but Radis has 107 because of his passive. Anyway, the alt gives an enhanced taunt on an enemy, and it is a percentage chance, which I'm going to guess they're going to change this. Because an alt that has only 8% of doing something and nothing else is probably going to suck. What they could do is that it's X% chance to put an enhanced taunt. And then there's a like guaranteed chance for a normal taunt on like AoE or something like that. Anyway, what was I saying? So enhanced taunt to me, what it means is that usually a taunt, what it does, obviously like, you know the gist of it, right? You basically are forced into attacking the person who applied it, right? That's basically the base like version of this. Now, a taunt also makes it so you cannot use buff skills. When you're taunted, you're just too angry to like buff, I guess. You're too angry to actually support. So I'm gonna guess this is either gonna stop your attacks or actually place a different type of debuff that is completely unrelated. But I'm gonna guess it's gonna be related to placing a debuff on the enemy. But I'm gonna guess it's just like you can't use anything but skill 1, kind of like a total silence. But we'll have to see. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my guess on it. Now Vetto so far is looking pretty good depending on this enhanced taunt, and if they actually make it, if they of course make it a guaranteed chance. Now remember, this is probably going to change, so we'll see tomorrow, but I just love talking about this early. Then the passive, when HP is below X%, grants immortality for X turns once per battle, so it's probably going to just be 30% for 1 turn. I mean, hey, that's actually amazing for a tank because he should be tanky. You're probably going to build him with HP. No. Yeah, so grants X. No. You can build him with defense. Like, building him with defense is totally fine. Unless there's something else. So, inflicts reduced magic attack. Okay. So, the only other thing we know is the Grimoire passive grants X% fortify and increase crit res. So, okay, this awakening passive is going to be important. I think the passive here, they might change it, right? They might. So, we'll have to see. Obviously, everything here might change. But so far, I'm liking Vetto. He has a taunt this time. I feel like they're going to do more with his kit. Like, they're going to add on to it. So, to me, looking pretty good. I'm not really mad. Vetto himself, I'm probably gonna go for Vetto. I mean, we'll see how they look on launch, but yeah, except for that, it's basically it. I mean, he needed to be good, and him getting taunts is good. I think overall, you really cannot complain. And I mean, this is gonna be nice. He gets fortify here. He gives himself HP recovery, body enhancement. If that's good, bro, I can't wait. I actually can't wait. I'm pretty excited to see his kit. But it's going to be a very dead 2 weeks overall just because of everything that's coming out. And by everything, I mean 2 new units, Chapter 6, and then the raid. That's it. That's it. The raid you do 3 times a day. Chapter 6 is done in 2 days, and then we have no content because people don't care for Guldari. And then Vetto himself isn't insane. So that's it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that these units are going to be good? Do you think they're going to buff these units a lot? Do you think that they're going to switch stuff around? Do you think, I don't know, but just let me know what you guys think. Of course, these units will be getting changed every time. They've been changed without missing a beat. Julius, the Season 4 units, Season 2 units especially. Noel went from a supporter to an attacker. We in Season 1, actually, Vetto changed color. Lich had a complete 180 from his previous kit, which was like, it went from speed to now like immortality, right, which was insane for the time. Raya relatively stayed the same. Fauna stayed mostly the same out of every single unit that's come out. Kiaro and Kohono, I think, were the ones that stayed the same too. Season 3 also, I'm pretty sure, changed, but I don't think we even had the info. So we'll find out more tomorrow for future stuff. I don't think you guys should summon, but we'll see. They seem good, but it's not like anything game changing at all, right? It doesn't even seem like fun units, but they seem like good enough units. Guldaris, I feel like supporters is the most boring role to play or use. Like, I don't know, I just don't find it fun. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. See ya.